Good timing.
This river is dangerous, but it leads back to the prison. Way I figure it, they won't be expecting us to come this way. You sure you're up to this, Miss Fox?
That's Inspector Fox? But just call me Carmelita. Thanks for the rescue, by the way.
My pleasure. Inspector? You some kind of sheriff? How'd you get mixed up with Sly?
It's a long, complicated story. Right now, I need to rescue that ringtail, so I can wring his neck.
Dear God.
You remind me of this one little gal who...
So, what's this prison like, anyway?
Well, plenty of fire, for starters.
Plus deaths, traps, well, you know what they do.
Terrific. Let's get going.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'll distract him. You guys go! Still distracting them!
You go on. I'll stay here and cover you.
Okay, not good enough.
Carmelita! Are you alright?
I am. No thanks to you. I should leave you in that cage after what you pulled, Sly Cooper.
I know. Look, I can explain everything.
Why, if it wasn't for this handsome and charming gentleman, I wouldn't even be here.
Oh, shucks.
Oh boy.
Handsome and charming? Really? Look, Carmelita, I know...
Save it, Sly. All I want to know right now is how I get back to Paris.
Good luck explaining that to her.
Actually, Carmelita, I was more curious how you got here in the first place.
But guys, where's the van?
Maybe later.
We'll have to track it down later, Murray. Now, what were you saying, Carmelita?
It's a long story, Bentley. Let's get moving and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
When I saw that arrogant little, no good lying...
Hey, that's your
I
business.
should have tied his
Getting your
mangy
ass
tail around
killed.
his neck. I should have blasted that smug
Oh
look right
God,
up his
this is
face.
bad.
I should probably just finish my story. After the Cooper gang escaped at the museum, I decided to follow my nose and take a look around. I'd been investigating the trading of stolen antiquities on the black market, but I'd never guessed that two-faced ringtail was involved. Then as I turned a corner, I was stunned to see a huge stash of stolen treasure right there in the museum. And even more shocking, Cyril Le Paradox himself unloading them. I couldn't believe it. The billionaire art collector and museum patron was behind this? I was so surprised that by the time I reacted, the goons already had me covered. Then that slimy sawed-off runt had me thrown into some vile machine. And the next thing I knew, I was playing cowboys and criminals. The Old West? Time travel? It was completely loco. Sure, Le Paradox had done some time in his youth, but he'd been squeaky clean ever since. And Interpol had never considered him a suspect. Now I knew I'd solved that mystery. And of course Cooper and his little friends were involved somehow. Why was I not surprised? The Fleabag tried to feed me some story about having to rob the museum to save the future. But I was done listening to that liar.
Carmen,
don't
do it! Oh, my arm! Oh, God!
Had stolen Murray's van, and Bentley's time machine along with it. I finally cracked the case, and now I was stuck in this lousy dust bowl with the Cooper gang. I don't know what made me angrier. Not being able to bust the lowlife skunk, or being trapped here with that lying ringtail. Ooh! The only bearable thing about this whole mess was that at least Cooper's ancestor was a gentleman.